Welcome to video on cryptocurrency and GPU price surge, mining, hardware demand, and economic impact. In today's dynamic financial landscape, few phenomena have captured the imagination quite like the growth of cryptocurrency and its dramatic implications for technology markets worldwide. Over recent years, the allure of decentralized finance, combined with the promise of high-speed computing, has triggered unprecedented demand for graphics processing units GPUs. In 2021. The sudden surge in demand for GPUs like the Nvidia GeForce RTX 3080 led to prices that, on some online retail platforms, more than doubled the manufacturer's suggested price. This video delves into how cryptocurrency mining has fueled a surge in GPU prices, transforming not only the hardware market but also sparking a ripple effect through global economies. From blockchain intricacies to supply chain disruptions, we explored the complex interplay between digital finance and advanced computing. Buckle up as we unravel the causes, examine ongoing trends, and evaluate the economic impact that resonates from gaming communities to high finance, setting the stage for a transformative era in both technology and economics. At the heart of the cryptocurrency evolution lies mining, a process that validates and secures transactions on decentralized networks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many altcoins. Initially, mining relied on specialized hardware such as ASIC miners for intensive computations. For instance, Bitcoin mining operations extensively used ASIC machines from companies like Bitmain. However, as cryptocurrencies evolved and diversified, graphical processing units GPUs emerged as versatile alternatives. Originally designed for rendering complex visuals and video games, GPUs proved ideal for executing the parallel computations required by modern blockchain protocols. Their ability to handle multiple tasks simultaneously made them invaluable for solving cryptographic puzzles and verifying transactions. As a case in point, many Ethereum miners opted for GPUs such as the Nvidia GTX 1080 Ti and AMD Radeon RX 580 to optimize performance, shifting the economic dynamics of mining. A once consumer-focused product suddenly became a critical asset in digital finance, prompting both individual miners and large-scale operations to flood the market in search of every available GPU. This surge in demand for GPUs led to rapid innovation. GPU manufacturers even began reconfiguring production lines and introducing models tailored for mining applications. An example of this can be seen with AMD and Nvidia experimenting with mining-specific variants, in some cases adjusting drivers to favor or limit mining performance in consumer cards. This reallocation of technology has fostered an unexpected convergence between traditional computing for gaming and professional work and the high-stakes world of cryptocurrency. As global attention toward digital currencies intensifies, small-scale miners and regional enterprises alike have embraced GPUs to tap into local digital economies, demonstrating that innovation can emerge even outside traditional tech hubs. As cryptocurrency gained mainstream momentum, its influence on hardware markets became impossible to ignore. The sudden surge in demand for GPUs, once primarily intended for high-end gaming and professional applications, dramatically pushed prices upward. Retailers and distributors reported severe shortages, turning GPUs into highly priced commodities. Price increases were not marginal; in many cases, costs doubled or even tripled. For example, the Nvidia RTX 3070, originally priced at around $500, was seen retailing for over $800 or more on secondary markets. Gamers, creative experts, and researchers found themselves competing with mining operations for access to limited stock. Online marketplaces and trading forums buzzed with activity as people tracked price fluctuations, and secondary markets emerged where scalpers pushed prices to unexpected levels. This digital gold rush underscored the dramatic realignment of supply and demand triggered by cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Heightened competition even led technology companies to divert resources to meet crypto mining demands, further thinning supplies for traditional computing needs. Some experts attributed these price hikes to inevitable market forces, while others raised concerns about the long-term sustainability of diverting consumer electronics into speculative mining operations. For instance, when mining operations snapped up large batches of GPUs, gamers reported significant delays or inflated costs when trying to purchase new hardware for gaming or content creation. In response, manufacturers and distributors began collaborating more closely with mining enterprises to forecast demand and adjust production schedules accordingly. The surge in GPU prices and the reallocation of hardware for cryptocurrency mining have reshaped economic landscapes on a broader scale. At a macro level, nations with vibrant tech sectors have witnessed market distortions where the value of a commodity becomes intrinsically linked to digital finance. For example, countries like South Korea and Taiwan have seen how GPU shortages can delay production across various industries from gaming consoles and laptops to advanced research facilities, raising concerns about global competitiveness and innovation. This disruption has also spurred regulatory scrutiny as governments grapple with the environmental impact of extensive mining operations and the speculative bubbles forming around essential electronics. On the business front, companies have had to re-examine their investment strategies to balance the allure of high returns from crypto investments with the risks posed by volatile hardware markets. In some instances, institutions began advocating for balanced market strategies and increased production capacities when Nvidia announced plans for a line of products aimed specifically at miners. It was seen as an effort to help balance supply between traditional consumer markets and crypto mining demands. This integration of diverse market forces highlights a new era where technological infrastructure and speculative finance are deeply intertwined. The broader economic impact of this phenomenon is multifaceted. GPU shortages have not only led to higher prices but have also delayed production timelines in industries reliant on graphical processing. Consider the case of a research laboratory in Europe that had to postpone critical experiments due to the unavailability of high-end GPUs for data processing. This disruption in supply chains, combined with inflated prices, has prompted businesses and governments alike to reassess their production models and invest in more sustainable, long-term strategies. Stakeholders are now more than ever tasked with finding a balance between rapid technological advancement and economic stability in a world where digital and physical assets are increasingly intertwined. Policymakers and industry leaders are responding to these challenges by initiating dialogues and exploring innovative solutions. In some regions, governments have proposed frameworks to regulate both the energy consumption of mining operations and the allocation of critical hardware resources. For instance, discussions in countries such as Germany have centered on creating sustainable practices that mitigate the environmental toll of large-scale crypto mining while ensuring that consumer markets do not suffer long-term shortages. Meanwhile, technology firms are ramping up production and researching energy-efficient solutions in response to the accelerated demand. New manufacturing techniques, recycling programs for older GPU models, and even driver updates that cap mining performance for consumer cards are all part of an industry-wide effort to stabilize supply chains. In closing, the interplay between cryptocurrency demands and GPU scarcity reveals much about our modern economic and technological evolution. The price surge of GPUs, exemplified by the dramatic market behavior of models like the RTX 3080 during peak crypto mining periods, not only affected the gaming community but also influenced broader hardware markets and global supply chains. As digital currencies continue to reshape investment and production landscapes, staying informed and adaptable is key to navigating this transformative era.